Hey there guys, what's going on and welcome back to the Ultimate RTG, and today's episode is huge. Not only have we played a pro in Foot Champions, we've got an Icon SBC, I have my trades, and not to mention, the gameplay last night was unreal. 10 out of 10, maybe 9.5, but it was seriously good, and we can see where we need to make improvements, what we're doing right, because I believe we're playing the best ever FIFA on FIFA 21. I want top 200. That spark, that motivation is seriously back, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. And failure is not an option unless FIFA 22 comes out. Okay, by the way, hit that thumbs up button, show your appreciation if you're enjoying the series, and if you just stumbled across the channel, please do hit subscribe, help me push towards 300,000, and click the bell to not miss any uploads. So what you would have seen are my trades, and this is why I didn't show you them yesterday, because it was very fresh and I was just starting to do it myself. Man City players, you can get them on bid, while I was mass bidding for 1,005 and selling them quite easily for 2,003 to 2,006, depending on who they were. It's insane, and you guys can go and do it now if you wish to, or you can snipe them, whatever is best for you, but you can quite easily get them for open bid prices, and it goes for most of those Premier League cards right now. Because of the League SBC and everyone wanting to gather up packs for Team of the Year, there is a decent supply, because you've got the headliner promos in packs, and you can just mass bid over and over, bronze cards, silver cards, gold cards, and then you would have seen Inaki Williams. He was like a little bit of a trial and error. Like, I got him with a Hunter Chem style and I was able to make profit the other day when that league objective came out for, is it Morales? I don't know, I think it's Morales, or there was somebody like that came out. So you're obviously needing La Liga players. So I got him for a good deal and sold for, I think it was about like 2,000 coins profit, but then the market was dry and not many other like deals were coming up. So I've just been focusing in on the Premier League and also the Icon SBC. So I can announce that we didn't actually spend any more coins on the Icon. I had to go and purchase, Ibrahimovic. Tell a lie. I bought Ibra, and that is literally it. So it's ready. Shall we go and open it? And then we'll get into our Foot Champs breakdown, and I'll show you the highlights and the awesome goals. I think so. All right, boys. Let's do it. So one more quick update before we go and open this Icon pack. You would have seen Kyle Walker being pulled from the 86 squad inside of the Icon SBC. I will take that. 32,750 added with all the other trades. We are on 386,000 without selling really any player from our starting 11. That is solid, and it's looking healthy. So it's time. Icon SBC, our track record. What have we been putting recently? Bobby Moore, Shevchenko, Kaka. Is it time to get one of the best icons on the game? Can we really make improvements to our squad from this Icon SBC? Base or mid? Hit a like, put some predictions in the chat right now. Don't cheat, base or mid in the comment section. Without further ado, no more delaying. Here it is. What I decided to do was keep it until the morning. Like, I've been thinking, shall I wake up and go and open it just to see what I get? No. We're going to keep it as a surprise for myself and also you. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, there's no turning back. Oh my. It is here. It is near. Oh, please. Come on. Don't do me over. I've been grinding. Oh, England isn't so bad. Oh my, that is one of the worst icons we could have possibly got. Lampard? The bloody hell is he doing? That's awful. That is the worst icon I could have got. Frank Lampard. He's getting sacked soon. He's going to get sacked here. Oh no, do you know what, right? I can get chemistry to Bobby Moore now. Should we go and play Foot Champs, or should I go and show you some highlights? So we do resume our weekend league on 9-1. So I was playing at roughly around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I was actually shocked at how nice the gameplay was, especially on a Saturday. And it's still in the evening, like, towards the end of the night. You would expect, like, a lot of people, especially being kept inside because of lockdown, being on the game playing the weekend league. But the connection was so smooth. And I was able to combo my skills. And you know one that I've really been able to get back into my game from FIFA 19 that I used to spam it. FIFA 20, not so much. It's a reverse elastico. You are going to notice it more and more as the games go on. And I just find it so effective. After you've cut inside, you hit that reverse elastico, you get another angle, and your opponent is like, oh, damn. Like, is he going to play it on the edge? Is he going to cut back? And it was just allowing me to be a little bit more creative and unpredictable. So I would recommend, if you don't know how to pull it off, just give it a YouTube search. Like, how do you perform reverse elastico? And now I don't even think about doing the skills. And that's one thing that I want to like express to you guys. When I started to relearn them, because FIFA 19, we were using a lot. FIFA 20, my whole gameplay was a little bit more basic. And then FIFA 21, you can pull them off a bit more effective this year. So I had to like relearn how I used to play. And before, it never really crossed my mind. It was just muscle memory. I'd do it in game. And then I noticed like a couple of weeks ago, I was having to think, all right, I'm cutting inside, then I do this with the stick. Now it's just with practice, it's pinging. As soon as I've got the angle, bang. And there is still a lot of room for improvement. Like, one skill that I don't actually use is the sombrero flick. And it's very, very easy to pull off. All you've got to do is use the right stick, basically flick, forward, forward, back. So let's say you are literally looking back towards your goal. So the back, your back is facing towards your opponent's goal. You use the stick to basically really like recreate like you flicking up the ball. So forward, forward, and then back. And the last motion is the way you're going to go. And it's just an awesome skill. Anything like that, you know, rainbow flicks, sombrero flicks, even the juggle that is a really broken mechanic when you press the right stick in. Anything to do with when the ball is in the air is very, very difficult for your opponents to lock onto it. And that's something that I want to improve with my own gameplay and get that stuff in. But with the performance and how we are really like flowing, that's something that I'm shocked with, and I don't know what's happened. Is it really the formation and it's opened up the play, or is it just that I've got better on the game? I couldn't tell you, but just for some reason it's clicked, and I really, really do believe with the level that we can play at, but not like consistently, and this is what I want to get at, but where I've seen like some of the goals and actually scoring some very, very good goals against the pro player. The game's going to come up very, very soon. I'll tell you when. But the goals that we were able, or one goal specifically, that we were able to score against him, it goes to show that I can hang at that level, but then it's the collapse. And it's given me a lot to take away from the game. Yes, we took the loss. And I think the scoreline towards the end of the match was flattering, but I am not taking anything away from the guy, all right? So first half, he was allowing me to like take control of the game a little bit, or it could have just been the quick player switching the midfield, kind of caught him out. In the second half, he changed something, and it was the first time on FIFA 21 that I've noticed, like, god damn, that is insane. I had nothing, like, playing at a very, very high level, and then instantly a switch like that. Wasn't the gameplay, it wasn't anything like that. It's something that he switched in the game that I would love to know, but it was, I think it was more to do with, like, his depth he pushed up. But then I had no movement or creativity. It was that he was just there all the time, over and over. I did manage to get to the 70th minute, holding on to a 2-1 result. But then once that goal went in, another goal, it ended like 4-2 or something like that, which is a little bit upsetting. But at least, like, I know that if I can sort out maybe how to not see out a game, but how to control a game after I'm winning, it's tough. And sometimes you've just got to be like, look, he was the better player. I'm not going to be able to get to that level for at least maybe a couple of years, or I may not even be able to get to that standard. Obviously, you want to be optimistic, and there's always room for improvement with your gameplay, but sometimes, like, players just have it, you know? It's like a football brain. When you're a genuine football player, you just know how to read the game. And with these pro players, they're absolutely ridiculous. So I was just very happy with that game. But with our record right now, the first loss that I took, and just me being honest with you, first loss I took, I was really, really upset because it was on the Friday and the connection was dodgy. And that's just honest. Then the second loss was against the pro player, And here he is, GOAT 11. Like, that team as well, though, is pretty damn stacked. But I can't take anything away from how he played. He was solid. And he was a Bundesliga E-World champion or whatever it was. So he obviously knows what he's doing. That own goal. That own goal. The most bizarre own goal I've ever seen anybody score. And it was a pro player. Like, goddamn. Is he that good that he's scoring unbelievable montage goals in his own net? But it was just good build-up, good pressure. And I was trying my best to, like, technical dribble around him and do all that. But we have taken another loss, all right? And it was in a game where, once again, connection was fine. And I was pushing. I was creating a lot of chances. And it just didn't fall for me. And I would have to say that some of the defensive plays, you guys are going to see it as well. Maybe I have made some errors. Maybe I've got unlucky. And that's what I'm not so sure about, because I had Virgil van Dijk in good positions and it didn't lock on. So it's something that I want to maybe watch on stream or break down and see if I can make improvements there. But this 4-4-2 is absolutely magical, right? And what I've noticed, and I did briefly mention it in yesterday's video, what you want to do is you want to be playing around with the depth, okay? So sometimes, obviously, it's good to sit back and invite pressure to catch your opponents on counters. But also, if you want to take control of the game because you feel like your opponent isn't that great, 6 and 7 depth, for real, like, I know it just sounds absurd to be playing on 7 depth, but you'll be surprised because this game is naturally defensive anyway. So sometimes if you're running like 5 depth, 4 depth, something standard, it might feel like you're playing on 2 and 3. And that's why people message you saying, oh, you've parked the bus. No, I haven't. It's just the game is causing you to play a defensive style. So having like 6 or 7 depth isn't really unrealistic, and it will help you put on a bit more pressure. And that's what I believe the pro player did. And that's why I didn't really have any options, because he was also using the 4-4-2. He had the right mids covered. He basically matched me for the formation, and he was playing a lot more aggressive, and he was in my face. So that wasn't a good idea. Maybe I could have found like a counter to the 4-4-2. I should have had like a plan B to switch up formation. But I didn't know what he was going to do. And you know where I go wrong as well? Is when I go a goal down or 2 goals down, or just something where I've conceded, it's not so much about me losing my head. It's losing focus, and it's closing down my opponents without realizing the consequences. And that's the issue. It's like I might be able to defend very, very well for 60, 70 minutes in the game. And then it's that one time where I get a little bit too, like, excited, or I lose my focus and I start bringing that player up, that player across. And I don't know how you guys defend on the game, but I tend to use double man press a little bit. And I'm not sure, honestly. I don't even know. Like, even FIFA 17, half the time I used to just hold, like, double man anyway in the defense, and it worked. Maybe that's what I'm having to, like, relearn. And as the years have gone on, I've got worse because the game's got a little bit more manual. And that's fine, you know? If you admit that to yourself, that's fine. This is where you can improve. So I don't actually know when the best time to use double man press is. All right? So let's say you're in the left-hand side or on the left-hand side of the pitch and you're holding RB. Sometimes your like right centre mid will come across. And then if you've got your right centre mid, sometimes your left back comes across. And I think this is what makes like a really, really good player. If they are even using RB, which I do believe they are, some of the best players put on some insane pressure. If they're not, and you are like top 100 in the chat, in the comment section, and you watch my videos, or top 200, give me some advice, like for real. Do a lot of people use RB at that level? Because if it is the case, maybe I've just got to learn when to use it, when not to use it, and what angles to use it. Do you know what I mean? I think that will really, really improve my gameplay. But this match here that you're seeing right now, this is obviously the second loss, or technically the third loss of the weekend league, and I don't want that to put me off at all, because I am playing genuinely the best FIFA I've played, and this 4-4-2 is incredibly fun to use, much better than the 3-5-2, no question about that. Even though the record isn't that much different. You've also got to consider the first loss I took, which was very, very unlucky. Second loss, I gave it my all, and I took an L, a much-deserved win from my opponent, the pro player. This one here was a little bit frustrating, honestly, because you see the goals I concede. I believe I'm in front of him pretty much every single time to make tackles, and I'm just not locking into the ball. And it wasn't even the gameplay, so I'm not sure. Should I have come away with it? Should I have not? It was one of those games. You're going to get that in the weekend league, but I still try to get back into the game. 4-3 it ended. I never gave up. So it was a tough one. And then the last match I play, it's against Petr Cech. Every time I see the baby version of Petr Cech, I genuinely, on stream the other day, I was like, let's go, come on. And he had a stacked team, but Petr Cech is genuinely one of the worst keepers I have personally used. So against me, there is no different. Like, he is conceding some dumb goals, and obviously I'm going to take it. We just put this guy under pressure. And one thing I have also noticed is the less you do with the centre mids, like instead of switching quickly over to them and just maybe like switch over to your striker and track back a bit, the centre mids, like the AI take control of them, so it improves the interceptions. And my goodness me, Kante in the midfield with Wijnaldum, they are basically like at times defending for me. So I was loving that, but we are 17-3, which is still a very solid record. And considering like the 4-4-2 is something that I didn't really enjoy, and now it's becoming one of my favorite formations on the game, I think we've done a really, really good job. And Iron Robin, if you're still not sure whether or not you want to unlock this card, get it done. You're not going to regret it. But thank you very much for watching. Icon pack was absolutely rubbish. Not worth the wait, was it? But anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed the gameplay, and yeah, you've enjoyed the topics that I've spoken about today. I really want to improve and get better at the game. I swear to you boys, like, I'm not just saying that. The connection yesterday was unreal, and it makes me want to just focus on my gameplay, improve, and get a lot better, and make sure that we get that top 200. Come on. But anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like, and I will see you on the next one. Team out. Peace.